Okay, okay. I had to switch this over. Whoops. That's not good. Continue playing. Haha. There we go. Tell me if the sound is garbage and I'll just turn it off, I guess. Okay. Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Okay, and this is where I pick my favorite girl always. It's Vicky. Of course. And yet. Nope, oh, that's not what it says. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly large heart. Liam D. Lioncourt, 4XX, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dog. Polygeist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them. But who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to the Monster Prom stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having the stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Which is the coolest mythological creature? This weird creature I drew when I was 6, and which is clearly super derivative from other mythological creatures. But it's super cool, and it's my OC and my spirit animal, okay? The invisible hand of the free market, or a sphinx who's super turned up and ready to party. And she raps all her riddles. She still kills you if you don't answer them correctly, but she raps the riddles. Ooh. I've gotta go with this. It's your chance to fix global warming. Go ahead. Nah, the world is doomed. But I'll start investing in ships and start profitable business for the soon to be covered by Waterworld. It's time to be a real hero. I'll lead a mission to the sun in order to invite the sun to the party of its life. We'll have so many hilarious misadventures that the sun will eventually become cooler. Global warming isn't real. I invented it, and now science is claiming authorship because science is a lame copycat with no original ideas. Huh. I think it's this one. It's not real because I made it up. If I were an ice cream, which flavor would I be? Meat. They all love me. Love me. Ooh, Monster Prom. The week 1 morning. I can go to the auditorium, the class, the library, the outdoors, the gym. I can go to the bathroom. I have smarts, I have creativity, I got a lot of fun. I think I need boldness, and I think you get boldness by going into the poops. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you give +0 shits, but you gain 2 boldness. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot Scott and Miranda staring intently. That a picture of a seahorse? He's an orange. I don't know a Scott voice. This looks like a killer seahorse, Miri. What are you so worried about? Well, you see, one of my daddy's subjects gave me this horse as a gift. And, well, you've heard what they say, haven't you? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. What? Who are they? Why do they say that? What's in there? I don't know. That's why I am so distraught. I am terrified that I will accidentally look in this gift horse's mouth and see. See what? A gross butt? Another tinier horse? A world without sports? I don't know, and I don't want to find out. Aw, come on, Miri. You've got to find out. You've got to find out for... What's that thing Miss Ferratu is always talking about? Science? Yeah, for science. You gotta, right? You realize Scott's looking to you for your opinion. They both are. What do you think Miranda should do? Let's see. Don't you ever look a gift horse in the mouth? Tiny mouths? Spooky. Or you can look that gift horse right in its damn mouth. They say not to because they don't want you finding all the delicious mouth candies. Those are teeth. I like this one. It's spooky and creepy. Miranda is clearly pleased by your suggestion. When you run into her the next day, all her previous anxieties seem to have gone. I took your marvelous suggestions to the logical next level. I had my father's genetic wizards combine my gift horse with the sea urchin. Whatever horrible thing was lurking between those horse lips, they're now too tiny for me to see it. The horse is a little bit spiny now, but I think that just adds to his charm. It's so cute. I can tell he loves it because of the deeply pained expression in his tiny, watery eyes. That works so well, you wonder why you didn't solve all your problems with genetic manipulations. You gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. Ha ha ha, that's right. I am the coolest. Okay, dokie, who do I want to sit with? I can sit with the coachy boy. Let's see, I've already kinda sweetened on, what's her face? Miranda. There's Kitty Boy. Or Kitty Girl, I can't remember. Kitty Them. There's Polly and Damien. That scares me a little. Who do I want to play with? Let's go with Miranda. Love Polly though. Nope. You arrive at your chosen table to find Miranda folding napkins at Vera. Do you want to know which one of these is... Oh, nope, that's not the voice, whatever. No, I'm a kitty. Meow, meow, meow. Miranda's hands move fast as lightning, turning the rose into a gorgeous white swan. By contrast, this swan folding is for first weddings, third weddings, and swan giveaways. As a fashion enthusiast, I have never been so bored by a piece of fabric. Oh, and this black swan folding is for weddings where you plan to brutally murder all of the guests. Not very popular, the black swan folding. Oh, that's sort of cool, but I'm still aggressively uninterested. You happen to have some napkin folding skills yourself. Maybe you can spice up this interaction. You decide to show off your most impressive napkin fold. Let's see, you can fold it so it's self-aware, that's terrifying. Or you can do the snakes. But it's time to leave Vera alone and stop explaining. I think it's this one. Haha! Oh, that's adorable. Look at it folding everybody's napkins. It's like a tiny, adorable serf. I kinda feel like she's an evil monarch. It looks like it's folding the other napkins into more self-folding napkins. I know! It's so efficient. Go, little napkin serf! Be free! Aren't you worried this will turn into a self-replicating napkin scenario, progressing geometrically until the world is nothing but napkins? Why, that sounds lovely. God, you're impossible. You seem to have mispronounced impeccable. Whatever. I'm leaving before the napkin folk take over the world. Vera leaves you alone for a romantic lunch with Miranda. You can't hang out too long, though. You've got to stop those napkins before they take over the world. Yeah, I don't think I'd like having napkins take over the world. That would be scary. A bunch of spooky napkins. Let's see. I don't know which one is more charm. How do I be charming? How do I be charming? That is a question that I don't think I'm competent to answer. Nope, qualified. I meant to say qualified. I am sleepy. Sleepy little raccoon. I think this one will be charm. Nope, maybe that's creativity. Ooh. Outdoors. That's got to be charm. Maybe it's fun. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality. But who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Dudes, I am so fun now. You see Miranda frantically running around and bothering people. You come up to ask what's going on. Vicky, come here. You're always trying to help us and impress us in the most absurd ways. I need your help. Have you seen my test surf? Not the experimental surf I've been testing lately, the one that does tests for me. You know, real smart, but no free will. Brainwashed, I think. Father gave him to me on my 10th birthday. He said he would help me be a better student. You highly doubt that, but you keep your thoughts to yourself. Now he is missing. Help me. The test is almost upon us. Let's see. Radio room, train, that's the smarts. Or I can convince the wolf pack to use their super heightened senses of smell. I'm smart. Nope, that's creative. The intercom guy looks at you with a mix of confusion and awe as you start yelling. Ocean bacon, April moon, red sun, broken arrow, Flugoglecaheimelin. God only knows. Those are like the password 1234 of mental trigger phrases. You leave the intercom room and see a procession of about a dozen goose-stepping people with dead eyes. A 7-foot squid posing as a janitor. A crab covered in tattoos holding an AK. What seems to be a very angry eel, and... You found little flippers just in time. How can I repay you? I know, you can take Mr. Bratatat. I bet that's the AK dude. Thanks a lot, Vicky. You've been so nice to me, I almost feel like erasing your trigger face. What? Also, what are you supposed to do with a crab with an AK? And what are the purposes of these other brainwashed fishes? And how come nobody noticed them before? So many questions. Meanwhile, you gain +2 charm and +1 creativity. Let's see, what else should I bolster up? I want to be bold. No, not bold, maybe. I don't know. Ooh, what's in the auditorium? What could I possibly get? It's an event? I don't know what that means. I don't want to get rid of all my money. So never mind. I go back. Oh, okay. I guess that was the entire day. Lame. Who is that? You barely sat down when the whole wolf pack comes running over, clearly panicking. Dog, you gotta help us. We're suffocating. It's like we're not getting enough air. We can hardly talk. Ah, you see the problem. You remind them, in addition to breathing out, they need to also breathe in. Oh, whoa, that works way better. I have no idea how we forgot about that. Yeah, you don't either. Thanks for saving our lives, dog. We owe you one. And we'll pay you back. Right now, what do you want? We'll do literally anything. I think you should teach me. Nope, give me extreme makeover. An extreme makeover? Like, an extreme makeover? Are you sure? You nod because apparently this is what you want from a pack of idiot dogmen. Alright, boys, you know what that means. Time for one of our patented extreme spa treatments. Suddenly you're surrounded by wolves, covering your face with their wide, moist tongues. You can feel your pores really opening up beneath the relentless torrent of dog saliva and unconditional love. When the wolf pack finally gets bored of licking you, you're positively glowing. You gain +4 charm. Okay, let's see. I think I need to be more moneyed. I think that's classroom? Maybe it's the library. I think classroom's smart, so that would make sense. But the library has the kitty in it. Get away, kitty. I have a kitty arch nemesis already that lives outside. I don't like that kitty. The kitty's always like, hello, I'm a kitty. I'm owed everything. You should feed me. And I go, no, I don't want to feed you. There's plenty of food around and plenty of people who are feeding you. You jerk, kitty. Anyway, Yum, 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 yum. What do we want? Let's get more mold in the pooper. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms. Yep. On the way there, you run into Mamimi the Oni girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink. You take a sip, it tastes crazy as hell. You need to check out the contents of this shit. Guarana seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of boldness. Well, it wasn't bad at all. You gain +2 boldness. Thank Mamimi, and proceed to the bathrooms. Afterwards, Miranda summons you. It feels weird to be summoned, but you comply. You can't resist her mermengoons. Thank you for coming, my dear. I have finally decided to trust you with my most important aspiration. I am destined to be queen of Prom. The royal ascension is nigh. We must prepare. Most of my competition is naive. They foolishly assume that Prom Queen is a purely ceremonial title. Except Ursula Jr. She's proving to be quite a worthy rival. I respect that. Which is why we must destroy her reputation immediately. Any thoughts? Let's see. We should convince everyone that she likes humans. Hey, that was super smart, jerk. The story is picked up by Wolf News and even some real news networks. The EPA soon labels her history's greatest monster. Her work terrorizing? Oh no. I'm sorry! I'm sorry, Miranda. Don't hate me. I didn't mean to betray you. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. Okay. Let's get some money from the library, I think. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs, mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency, but you guess that nobody has actually any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain +2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million, which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so +2 money. You're hanging out with Polly afterwards, watching some porn like you do in the library, when you suddenly notice Miranda standing right behind you. Who knows how long she's been there? Hello, good friends. What are you doing? Nothing. Nothing at all. It does not seem to be nothing. That man seems to be kindly sharing his marmalade with a giant skunk. Explain this at once. Well, it's simple, you know. It's really just kind of, well... It's definitely a cooking show. A cooking show? How marvelous! I have little experience with cooking, as our servants handle all the meals at my castle. Perhaps I can learn a thing or two as well. Do you mind if I watch with you? Sure. Go nuts. Several hours pass. You're sure Miranda's going to catch on eventually, but... So that's what they're always doing in the kitchen. I had no idea it involved so much nudity. I can't wait to try some of those recipes myself. They aren't... whatever. Go live your best life, girl. Thank you, I will. Maybe you'll get to be Miranda's assistant chef someday. You gain +2 charm and +1 smarts. Let's go sit with Miranda. Hello, Miranda. The table you choose is quite crowded. Liam sits across from Miranda, who is flanked by 2 well-dressed servants. One of the servants cuts a slice of Salisbury steak and feeds it to the other. Seriously, Miranda, you have servants to chew your food for you? What? Of course not. That would be barbaric. The servant happily swallows the Salisbury steak. I have servants eat for me. They're called eating serfs. Don't you have any? First of all, no. I don't eat food. Second of all, that totally defeats the purpose of eating. Aren't you worried about starving? Why would I be? My serfs get all the calories I need to stay fit and healthy. Ugh. I have no objective reason to care about this, but suddenly it's all I care about. Someone convince Miranda to stop this madness. Maybe food's driving Miranda, all the food to take pictures. Miranda, look at all the content. Do you think he's angry but secretly? Okay, I like this one. Oops, I chose the wrong one. I wanted to do that though. No, it can't be. Goro, say it isn't true. But Goro can't say anything because his mouth is full of delicious Salisbury steak. Salisbury steak, which he is obviously eating for his benefit. Traitorous dog! Do you want me to starve to death? Is that your plan? I think maybe he was just taking advantage of the fact that you don't understand how food works. taking advantage of me? Scoundrel. Burby, eat Gordo for me at once. The two serfs look at each other, then stuff as much food as they can into their mouths before fleeing the cafeteria. Alas, how will I ever get my recommended daily allowance of nutrients now? You could try eating myself, but how? You and Liam have a ton of fun laughing at Miranda as she learns how to eat her own food for apparently the first time in her life. Okay, dokie. I think we have 2 nights left. So I think we need to go for some fun or some money. I think we need more money. So the library. That day you spend some time on the library PCs, managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain a crap ton of money, but also almost everything goes to cover costs, and you only keep +2 money. Afterwards, a royal procession, 500 members strong, informs you that Miranda has requested your presence at a dinner tonight. The restaurant she's chosen is so fancy, its name is unpronounceable by anyone making less than 6 figures. But with all these heavily armed guards around you, you think it's unwise to refuse. And so later that night, this restaurant is remarkably charming for a low-born establishment. Granted, the flatware is only platinum, not diamond. And this wine seems to be significantly less than 1,000 years old. But at least our table is held up by 3 weeping serfs, as it always ought to be. Garçon, 1 bowl of rubies and a bottle of actual gold, if you would be so kind, and my suitor will have. Quick, pick something before she realizes you've never been anywhere fancier than Wilmer's Chicken Hut. Do I have the money for that? Ooh, I have lots of charm. That is the sweetest thing anyone has ever said to me. Most people in my family simply order the most expensive thing on the menu. It doesn't even have to be edible. In fact, it usually isn't. But you're willing to actually eat food? In front of me? I'm charmed. She's so charmed, in fact, that she doesn't notice that you've never actually ordered anything. Score! You gain +2 smarts and +1 fun. The monster prom draws near. Okay, I am totally gonna ask Miranda to the prom. Let's see if she lets me take her. Come on, Miranda, princess of the fishes. La la la, la la la. Yes, I'm going to ask her to the prom. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Are you asking me to go to prom with you? It is exactly as the ancient prophecy foretold. You see, 2 centuries ago, a seer predicted that one day the Mer Kingdom would be shaken by a valiant monster who would ask a mere princess to prom, and they would engage in a very nice evening together. It wasn't the most useful or relevant of her prophecies, if you think about it. But I don't care. You're the date fate has prepared for me for centuries. So let's let fate lead us into a magical night. Prom night was a night to remember, Aw, look at Vicky. She's so cute. I love this Vicky. Aw, look at you. Ah. And it definitely will be remembered, since Miranda brought a jester, a bard, and a scribe to document everything. Probably centuries from now, married people will still sing songs about your magical prom date together. You even shared a beautiful kiss, and what you didn't know at the time was that some weeks later, an entire Mare village would be destroyed to build a statue depicting it. Because your love is more valuable than the lives of many. Like, literally. Okay, let's see. I got the best at secret handshakes, and Miranda got the most kingdoms invaded. I got 8 new events and 8 new outcomes. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendships, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. To this day, it seems Miranda still isn't sure about what exactly porn is. Damien loved fire to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't a super legal affair, and he ended up in prison for arson. Fortunately, prison was flammable. Liam honed his most admirable skill and got a job with it. He now designs momentgram figures. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Ooh, I like this music, but it's all choppy. So I'm gonna kill that music. Okay. Well, that has been my little bit of a stream for tonight. I hope any of you who popped in enjoyed my goofing. Um, it was fun. I played a little bit of the Scott Pilgrim. I played some of this Monster Prom, and I took Miranda to the prom, and it was great. Okay, well, it's about midnight here, so I hope you all have a great night and sleep well. And remember, the world is fascinating.